Dear learners, this is Shashi Ramachandran. This video's topic is process of accounting. In my previous video, you learned that financial nature transactions are only recorded in the business in an account. Accounting is a process of creating an account. Now, in 1941, American Institute of Certified Public Accountant has defined accounting as an art or a process of recording, classifying, summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money, transactions, and events which are, in part at least, of a financial character and interpreting the results thereof. So, in brief, we can say accounting is a process of recording, classifying, summarizing, and interpreting the financial nature transactions in a significant results. Also, it communicate the results to its users. Okay, now here users means the parties who are interested to know the accounting information. So I'll just explain you with the help of again a small example. Mm, like like in your entire session of school, you are evaluated by a, like the tests are conducted, the class test is conducted, unit test is conducted, and then the half yearlies are there, and a final exams. Okay, so and finally what you get is your results. So the entire year you are evaluated by different tests, and the final result is based on the performance, your performance during the year. Okay, so you can see that this results actually indicates all the final thing, that what you have done, what your performance was there for the in the class test, UTs, half yearlies, and all. So this result is the ultimate thing, the final thing, which is actually given to the users. Now, who are the users in this case? Parents, or a school. Also, school here means the school management, because they have to decide something. I'll let you know, like or the coaching centers. Okay, or you can say the courses which you have to opt for. So all these are the users, and they have a different interest or a different need, type of requirement with this result. So results are to be communicated to these parties, and this is analyzed in a different way by different users. Now school management has to decide whether you can opt for a science stream or not. Your result of mathematics will decide whether you will get mathematics in class 11th or not. So school has to take the decision about that. Same way, different courses also, the courses which you have to join depends on the result. So to analyze this result, and also to communicate with the of course the users, the interested parties. Okay, also known as stakeholders, the one who are interested in your knowing the results, or the users of this result. Same way, when I talk about the business, same way they too record, classify, summarize, make a summary, that is the final result. Okay, and interpret or communicate to the users. Okay, so to understand it more, let us discuss about the process of accounting. So as you know, the financial nature transactions are recorded in the business. So the thing first step in the process of accounting is to identify. Identification and measuring becomes your first step, because the first step is that there are different transactions in the business. So what you have to identify, you have to identify the financial transactions which can be expressed in monetary term, and also it has to be measured in terms of money. It is actually a limitation of accounting that we record only those transactions which are of a financial nature. Okay, let's give me an example that how this is a limitation. Value of human resources, retirement of a experienced salesman, or a dispute between a production department and a sales department. These are the examples which affect the profitability of the business adversely. Means it affects the profitability, it affects the profits of the business in a negative manner. But these are, of course, these are the one which has a financial impact, but their impact cannot be measured in terms of money. So these will not be recorded in the books of account. I hope it's clear that only the financial transactions are recorded. Non-financial transaction, although it has a great impact on the business, it can affect adversely also. Since it cannot be measured in terms of money, these are not recorded. Clear? So we are clear with this first step. Moving to the next step, that is recording. Now, recording as a next step, the business transactions in the books are recorded in the books of account, and actually the recording is an art. So all these financial transactions are recorded in the books, in the book which is called journal. The book is called journal. So journal, again you can see, and the recording takes place once. The first step was to identify the transactions. Once the transactions are identified, they are recorded in journal in a chronological order. Chronological order here means writing in a according to the date, that is date wise entering the transaction into journal. Okay, and also this in a journal, when we record the transactions, that is recorded in a specified by a specified rule, that is rules of accounting. Okay, that you are going to learn in your later chapter, that the accounting rules are followed to record the transactions into journal. Okay, and see, in a big business houses where the number of transactions are very large, journal is further subdivided into various subsidiary books. So these are the subsidiary books. These are the subdivision of journal, we can say, or a subsidiary books. Subsidiary books are the books which actually are the subdivision of journal. When the transactions are more, then the big business houses, they have the subdivision of journal where it is like specific one. Cash book records cash transaction, purchase book record purchase transaction. So this actually helps the journal, and it is divided into different books. Okay, so this is actually one, this is the one which you are going to study in your later chapters. Fine. So journal is subdivided into subsidiary books. So here, and as I said again, the journal is a book where recording takes place in a chronological order based on the accounting rules. And also the when we record it, and it is recorded on a daily basis, every day the transactions are recorded in the journal. And the one when we record it, these are called as the entries. So what we do is we pass journal entries. Passing the journal entries here means writing the entries or writing it into the journal. So recording is a process of writing the business transaction of a financial character in the book of original entry, which is also called journal. So either it is called as a book of original entry or it is a journal. Fine. So journal and subsidiary book is a book which is maintained in this step, that is recording. Okay, after recording of business transaction in the journal or in the subsidiary book, we can say these are classified. Okay, now what is this classification? Grouping the transaction of a similar nature at one place. So we had that journal was there where journal records all type of transaction everywhere, like daily basis, as and when they come, they are recorded in the book journal. Okay, later on it is to be classified. Classified here means same nature transaction will be recorded at one place, like different nature, so it is recorded at one place. Okay, in a different, actually it is recorded in a account, and these accounts are maintained in the book called ledger. So a separate book in which these accounts are maintained is called ledger. So ledger is a book where different accounts are maintained, and these separate account, like the account of a customer or a supplier or expenses, income. Say if I say machinery account, then furniture account, purchases account, sales account, cash account, bank account, Mohan's account, Sohan's account. If Mohan is a customer, Sohan is a supplier. So every account is maintained in this book, and this book is called as a ledger. Okay, so from journal or a subsidiary book, the transactions are further posted into ledger or in an account. So remember, the word posting means the word used for transferring or entering the transactions, recorded transaction from the journal to ledger. That is, the term is called as posting. Okay, so now we got it, that classification is the process of grouping the transactions or entries of one nature at one place. I hope you understood. First step, identifying the transaction of a financial nature. Second step, identified transactions are recorded in the book called journal with the help of accounting rules, and then from there it is classified as per their nature. They are classified and segregated or separated and written in a particular account. All cash nature will go to cash account, bank thing will go to bank account, machinery related transaction will go to machinery account. So this way it is separated. Clear? Now once it is classified, see one more thing, in this ledger or an account, what exactly we get a balance basically. So it also, this ledger account gives us a balance of a particular account. If I want to know what cash balance I have, so I can see this cash book or a cash account. I can check my machinery account to see the value of my machinery. Okay, so this account gives us a balance, okay, which further help us to summarize, to make a summary. Okay, so the next step comes as summarizing. Okay, now the uh, this is actually the process in which classified data of ledger is presented to management and other users of accounting services in a understandable and a useful manner. Okay, preparing accounts like summary. Now we are preparing a summary. Basically this process involves preparation of final account or a financial statement. Once the ledger are prepared, once the accounts are maintained, you got the balances. Now with the help of those balances, you are making a summary of a position of your business. That means you are preparing a financial statement, or I can say final accounts. Okay, financial statement here are like, there are two financial statement, income statement and a position statement, or as a final account we can say trading profit and loss account and a balance sheet. This account basically gives us the position of profitability. Okay, this account is prepared to know that what profit is earned by the business or the loss suffered by the business. And this is a statement which gives us a picture of financial position of the business, like what is an asset of the business, what property business has, and what are the loans or the liabilities, responsibility which they have to pay back. Okay, what they own and what are the dues which they have to pay back. That is balance sheet. So this is as per the example which I have given earlier, this is the final result. Okay, so no one is interested in your class test, UTs, and half yearly. They want to know about the results. Same thing. This is the one which is actually presented outside. You might have seen the balance sheet or a profit and loss account of a company in a newspaper or a magazine, but very rarely you can see the ledger and the journal of any of the book, any of the company which is published outside. So they are not published, they are maintained within the company, within the firm. But the one which is actually communicated or which is further analyzed, that is these books, financial statements. So financial statements, why we prepare financial statement? To know the result, this, to take a decision about profitability or a financial position of the business. So this is like, again, the data which are collected from the ledger are presented in a understandable manner. So we can say this involves presenting the classified data in a understandable and a useful manner for internal and external user of accounting information. So I'll come to this point in my next step. Okay, now moving to the next one. Now the next step goes as analysis and interpretation. So analyzing and interpretation. See, the financial statement which are prepared under that summarizing step, that are further analyzed to provide the information to the users as per their need and requirements, so that they can make a meaningful decision about the operating and a financial performance of the business. Now try to understand this. See, we different users are there, as the example which I have given, the school, the management, sorry, the school and like your parents or the institution where you want to study, there were the users. So same here also there are some users of business information, accounting information. Like example, management is one of the user. Okay, management, why they want this accounting information? They want to know the accounting information because they actually want to take a decision regarding, they have to make a plans, they have to take important decisions. Okay, plan for future. Okay, and then there are we can say like investors. If you want to invest money into the business, so of course you want to take a decision. What, how you will take the decision? By analyzing the financial statement. You, what do you want to know? You want to know whether my investment is safe. If I make an investment in a business, if I invest some money into the business, whether this money is safe, what amount of returns I am going to get, whether I'm going to get good returns or not, whether the firm is going to expand in future so that I can, my returns are like increase. So whether my returns will increase in future by, like if the firm is expanding. So investors need to know that how in a long run business is going to perform. And now coming to the next one, let's see supplier. If I talk about supplier, supplier has a is a one who has supplied the goods on credit. Okay, so goods are credit purchase, we can say. The goods are purchased from the supplier on credit. Okay, now he has given you the credit for 3 months. Like after 3 months you have to pay him back. Now like supplier, what type of interest he has in the accounting information? He just want to know, he is not at all interested in long run. He wants to know that whether you are financially strong during these 3 months, whether you will be able to pay his money for within 3 months, how you pay to your other suppliers. Okay, so these are the information which he needs to know. So every user, so we are going to study more about this. So every user of the accounting information has a different interest. Okay, their requirement is different. So analyzing and interpreting here means, like the financial statements which are prepared, they are further analyzed. They are further analyzed to know, like to simplify it, or you can say to or know the like profitability or a financial performance of the business, so that these users can take a decision. Is it clear? So users are the one, those, of course, the users are the one. It's not necessary the user know all the technical jargon, all the terms of business. So they are made, the statement is analyzed in such a manner that they can understand, and it helps them to take the decision. So in this step, we further analyze the financial statement. And this analysis of financial statement you are going to study in your class 12th. Till how to prepare the financial statement, till here you will be studying in your class 11th. Okay, so analysis and interpreting process is a one where like it's a analysis and interpretation of financial data are carried out so that the users of financial data, like take a decision or a judgment of a profitability and a financial position of the business, and also plan for future in a better way. So why it is required to take the decision and to plan for future in a better way. Okay, moving to the last step of accounting process, that is communication. So as you know, accounting data, accounting information, now you got to know that accounting information is analyzed, and you also know that accounting is a language of business. Accounting is a language of business. Whether business is doing good or not, it is basically communicated through the accounting. So accounting information, the one which we have analyzed. So analysis of financial statement provide the information about the profitability position, solvency position, and efficiency of the business to various end users of financial data like bankers, investors, financial institutions, or creditors, employees, management. So all the users will get the information, the analysis of a financial statement or a financial account or a financial statement. So finally, this is the last step. Finally, the accounting function involves the communicating the accounting data to its users. As I told you, why it is required to take the important decision and also to plan for future. So let's recall. Accounting process involves identification, measuring, recording, classification, summarizing, analysis or analyzing and interpretation, and communication. Let's repeat: identification, measuring, recording, classification, summarizing, analyzing and interpretation, and communication. So hope you like this video. Share this video with your friends and do subscribe to my channel Exuberant Learners. Also click on the bell icon to get the latest videos on my channel. Thank you.